In an interview with National Mortgage Professional, a fella named Jared, who worked for Chase Servicing, said he was told by his boss that they're not in the modification business, they're in the foreclosure business. Now, if you or any of your friends have had problems with modification workouts, this is probably the answer you've suspected, but never really heard.
Okay, but here's the deal. Now, this bit of information probably ticks a lot of you off, and rightfully so. Rightfully, because companies like Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and Citi, the Ringo Starr of the big banking industry, all put a facade of concern about the poor struggling homeowner and how they want to help.
When in truth, they couldn't care less about you. I mean, here's the deal, and sorry if this hurts, but it's really not their job to care about you. I mean, Here's a typical note that each and every borrower signed or that lender processing services reproduced and forged your name on. But this and every other loan states that the borrower promises to pay the loan amount back plus interest at the designated rate.
And if the borrower fails to fulfill their obligation of repayment according to the note, the lender has the right to immediate payment in full of the principal balance and all accrued interest or foreclose.
That's right. Nowhere in here does it say that the borrower has the right to miss 6 payments, then demand to get their principal balance cut in half and their interest rate reduced
through a loan modification. I mean, we ask you this. Have we lost sight of our contractual obligation that a mortgage note represents? And are we misplacing our anger and our judgment on these banks for enforcing the note that each and every borrower signed?
Well, we said this before. Our foreclosure situation is like cutting off your arm. Do you want to do it with a butter knife or an axe? You might start with the butter knife because it doesn't hurt as much. It's kind of like our approach with modifications in favor over foreclosure.
Right. But eventually, once you get to the bones and the tendons, you're gonna beg for the axe, right? You wanna get it over with. I mean, frankly, that's where I'm at right now with our modification versus foreclosure situation. Let's just get it over with. Let's just take out the axe and foreclose on these properties so we can start healing.